Hello, friends, and welcome to Adventures in Pixieland. My name's Amy, and I'm an ordained minister, and we are in Bible study. We are in the King James Version of the Bible, and we are in the Gospel according to St. Luke. We are in chapter 7, picking up where we left off. So we're starting at verse 39, and we'll be going to verse 50, which is the last of chapter 7. So I hope you'll join me tomorrow when we will start chapter 8. 8 is another long one, so it'll be broken down into 3 videos as well. So, now when the Pharisees, which had bidden him, saw it, he spake with himself, saying, This man, if he were a prophet, would have known who and what manner of woman this is that toucheth him, for she is a sinner. So in his mind, this woman touching Jesus just made him spiritually unclean, and he's thinking that Jesus' job is to rebuke this woman. And he can't, if he doesn't know that this woman is a sinner, then, something's wrong with him. Okay? And Jesus answering said unto him, Simon, I have somewhat to say unto thee. And he saith, Master, say on. There was a certain creditor, which had 2 debtors. One ought 500 pence, and the other 50. And when they had nothing to pay, he frankly forgave them both. Tell me therefore, which of them will love him the most? Simon answered and said, I suppose that he to whom he forgave most. And he said unto him, Thou hast rightly judged. And then he turned to the woman and said unto Simon, Seest thou this woman? I entered into thine house. Thou gavest me no water for my feet, but she hath washed my feet with tears, and wiped them with the hairs of her head. Thou gave me no kiss. But this woman, since the time I came in, hath not ceased to kiss my feet. My head with oil thou did not anoint, but this woman hath anointed my feet with ointment. Wherefore I say unto thee, her sins, which are many, are forgiven. For she loved much, but to whom little is forgiven, the same loveth little. And he said unto her, Thy sins are forgiven. And they sat at meat with him, began to say within themselves, Who is this that forgiveth sins also? Because as far as they're concerned, only God can do that. So this is suspicious to them. And he said to the woman, Thy faith has saved thee. Go in peace. So, because she was so repentant, to the place of being moved to an action of repentance, because it's what felt right to her in her breakdown to do, to go run to Jesus for forgiveness and purification. She was rewarded with forgiveness and purification. So if there is something that you need forgiveness for, and you're trying to get that forgiveness without being accountable and actually going to the person and showing them the change, then you're not going through the full enough action to get to that place. Take it to Jesus so he can tell you how to make right, whether it's to be completely leave that person alone and stop expecting to ever have a relationship with them, move on, treat other people better, or it's go back to that person and do this, or go do penance in this other way, because I can't say how Jesus is going to want to move in your life. But you do need to ask him And you do need to have contrition to the point where you're not looking to deliberately repeat the sin. I'm not saying you're going to be perfect and you're not going to fall. It's just that when you get up from the fall, you have to take accountability for the wake of the destruction you left by your choices. And if you think that's not your responsibility, then you're not really fully taking accountability, and that would be why you keep repeating that pattern. You have to actually take the accountability to the place of action to show God you're done. Just because John the Baptist was born and they were at the bris didn't give Zechariah back his ability to speak. He had to show obedience to God by naming the baby precisely what he was told. So it doesn't matter who we are in the positioning. Man-made things puts us jockeying for positions. Power is not supposed to mean I can do whatever I want to you. That's the world of man. That is not the world of God. We move through the world with Godfidence. Confidence that God has got our back because we're not trying to measure up to whatever it is that they're doing over there. It looks messy. I'm going to decline. I don't really like mess. I have a hard enough time with my own mess, and I'm not really interested in being mop-up crew for somebody who's not even going to appreciate it. Like, that sounds like a no thank you. Politely and respectfully. No thank you. I hope you join me tomorrow, friends, when we will start chapter 8. Until then.